I don't give a damn. I said what I said, I meant what I meant, and I'm going to double up and double down on my podcast, The Stephen A. Smith Show. Look for it on YouTube today. I didn't stutter.
The whispers about Vanessa Bryant are getting louder, and it's not just about her dating life anymore. A shocking breakup, a stolen piece of Kobe's legacy, and a furious Stephen A. Smith are just the start. But here's the question everyone's asking. Was this just a private drama that spilled into the public eye, or was the mess entirely of her own making? Because what happened next would shock everyone. Just months after getting cozy with a new man, Vanessa allegedly woke up to a text message saying it was over. But this was no ordinary breakup. Things went from heartbreak to rage when she realized he didn't just walk out. He allegedly took some of Kobe's anniversary jewelry with him. A source from the Newport Beach Police Department quietly confirmed that Vanessa had filed a complaint about missing jewelry and cash, with the report specifically stating she believed her boyfriend was responsible. The situation was already messy, but it got even wilder when it was revealed Vanessa had requested the report be kept low-key, as if she knew the public scrutiny was the last thing she needed right now. Of course, the news eventually got out, and that's when Stephen A. Smith entered the chat. If you remember, Stephen A. was one of the first to speak up when rumors of Vanessa's new relationship first surfaced, warning her about risking her reputation just a few years after her husband's tragic passing. Now, with the breakup and alleged theft hitting the headlines, Stephen A. didn't hesitate to go nuclear. He went on his show and doubled down, stating he always knew this would happen. But the most embarrassing part, according to him, she risked everything, including her children's well-being, for a man she supposedly barely knew. He leaned back in his chair with a smirk, almost as if he'd been waiting for this moment. But that was only the beginning. The drama escalated when Kobe's mother, Pamela Bryant, allegedly stormed into Vanessa's home after hearing about her new man having unfiltered access to the kids. According to sources, Pamela didn't come to talk. She came to fight. She reportedly raised hell, accusing Vanessa of dragging the family name through the mud and putting her grandkids in danger. She wasn't just there to yell. She came with a demand: pack the kids' bags and hand them over. This fiery confrontation lit the fuse for what could become an all-out custody war, a situation so serious it has fans and family alike wondering if Vanessa has been slipping as a mother. With the pressure mounting, Vanessa tried to do some damage control by posting a cryptic message on her Instagram. "The devil is working overtime," she wrote, which was followed up with an even more direct and almost violent message. "Might be time to sharpen those fangs." The posts were clearly aimed at her critics, including Stephen A., but instead of garnering sympathy, the tide quickly turned. Fans in the comments section compared her to a wolf in sheep's clothing, and even the wives of other basketball players, who typically ride for one another, have reportedly distanced themselves, leaving Vanessa to deal with this fallout on her own. To make matters worse, new details have surfaced about Vanessa's secret visits with an old friend, hip-hop icon Snoop Dogg. The rumors began when he was spotted making multiple trips to her Newport Coast mansion, sometimes late at night. One neighbor, who asked to remain anonymous, claimed that they saw Snoop's car parked there on at least 3 separate occasions. And it wasn't just a quick visit, they would reportedly be inside for hours. While some people dismissed this as an old friend comforting a widow, the timing was highly suspicious. After all, Snoop Dogg was one of the first to jump to Vanessa's defense when Kobe passed, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that he was a rock for her during this latest crisis. As the buzz about her personal life spiraled, the internet had a field day with the Snoop Dogg rumors. On social media, fans began to unearth old photos of Vanessa and Snoop, along with clips of Snoop passionately defending the Bryant family after Kobe's death. This, in turn, fueled a new wave of speculation, with people questioning if there was more to their relationship than just friendship. "Snoop has been there since day one," one comment read. "Maybe he was just waiting for his chance." The comments were quickly followed by an onslaught of viral memes showing Snoop Dogg photoshopped into various family pictures with Vanessa and her kids. For many, it felt like a betrayal of Kobe's memory, and the backlash was swift and unforgiving. Even Snoop Dogg's own family felt the need to step in, with a close family member posting a message online that read, "Everyone needs to stop. He's been a part of that family for 20+ years." The message was a direct shot at the haters, but it did little to quell the fire. Vanessa's attempts at damage control were not working, and the relentless gossip was reaching a fever pitch. But just when it seemed the public had made up its mind about her, a new and unexpected rumor emerged that would shift the entire narrative. A source close to the family dropped an unconfirmed bombshell. Vanessa was not just seeing a new man, but she was rumored to be pregnant with his child. While many dismissed this as another baseless rumor, the timing made it explosive. It came just as the custody battle with Pamela Bryant was reportedly heating up, adding a new layer of complexity to the already chaotic situation. The internet, of course, went into a frenzy. Social media platforms were flooded with speculation, with many users pointing to a series of recent photos where Vanessa appeared to be showing a baby bump. Though these images were unverified and lacked context, the public response was divided. Some people were outraged, accusing her of disrespecting Kobe's memory by moving on so quickly. One comment on social media captured the sentiment of the detractors. Kobe gave his life, and just a few years later, you're pregnant by another man. There are no rules out here. But an equally vocal group of fans came to her defense, pointing out that she has every right to find happiness, and that "till death do us part" meant just that. As the rumor gained traction, Vanessa finally broke her silence, but not in the way anyone expected. Instead of a formal press statement, she used her Instagram stories to deliver a witty and sarcastic response. She posted a meme of Rihanna floating in a pool with a snorkel mask on, flipping the bird, with the caption, "Me protecting my peace, not pregnant and having fun all summer." It was a clear and direct message to her critics, one that was both clever and defiant. She followed it up with another Rihanna meme, this one saying, "I'm not mean, I'm just not the one," and a motivational quote about valuing people for their character. Her social media clapback was a bold move, but it seemed to work, at least for a while. The public reaction was hilarious, with many praising her for her sense of humor and her ability to shut down the rumors without dignifying them. For a brief moment, it seemed like Vanessa had finally taken back control of the narrative, but the peace didn't last. While the internet was still buzzing about her pregnancy denial, a much more serious issue resurfaced: the quiet family feud with Kobe's parents, Joe and Pamela Bryant. The rumors of a custody battle that had sparked earlier were largely unsubstantiated, but a new report revealed a more subtle yet equally painful truth. A source close to the Bryant family revealed that Kobe's parents have been quietly trying to reconnect with their granddaughters, particularly Natalia, but have been met with resistance from Vanessa. This wasn't a formal legal battle. It was a deeply personal, heartbreaking standoff that was playing out behind closed doors. To the outside world, Vanessa had been all about honoring Kobe's memory, especially with the Mamba and Mambachita Sports Foundation. She had just recently made a high-profile appearance with her daughter Natalia, donating sneakers and apparel as part of a back-to-school drive. This was the public image, a powerful philanthropic widow carrying on her husband's legacy. But behind the scenes, the alleged Cold War with Kobe's parents continued to fester. This disconnect between her public actions and her private conflicts was not lost on her eldest daughter, Natalia. A source close to Natalia revealed she has been trying to play peacemaker, quietly urging her mom to let her grandparents back into their lives. The source claimed Natalia is tired of the family drama and just wants her younger sisters to have the chance to know their paternal grandparents. Natalia's struggle has added another layer of complexity to the narrative, raising questions about what it truly means to honor a family legacy. In a move that caught everyone's attention, Vanessa recently posted a photo on her Instagram that seemed to be a subtle yet powerful tribute. She shared a picture of her wearing Kobe's iconic $4 million apology ring, the massive 8-carat purple diamond he had given her after his scandal. The photo was posted on Father's Day, and it was the first time she had been seen wearing the ring in a while. While she didn't add a caption, the message was crystal clear. Her bond with Kobe was permanent, and she was loyal to his memory. It was a bold statement that seemed to be an indirect response to all the recent gossip, almost as if she was saying, "This is the only man I'll ever truly be with." But while the public saw it as a touching tribute, some insiders viewed it as a desperate attempt to reset the narrative, a way to remind everyone of her role as Kobe's widow and shift the focus away from her recent missteps. As the drama continues to swirl, one thing is clear: Vanessa Bryant is fighting to protect her peace, but the battle is far from over. So what's the final verdict? Is Vanessa a tragic hero, a strong widow bravely navigating a world of endless scrutiny? Or is she a person who's made some questionable choices in the public eye? Choices that have led to a messy personal life and the potential for an even messier family feud? Perhaps it's both. The reality is, Vanessa Bryant is a human being, and the narrative surrounding her has become a reflection of our own expectations for public figures, especially those who have endured such profound loss. The story of her life, post-Kobe, is a complex one, filled with quiet acts of philanthropy and very public moments of defiance. The only thing that's certain is that this drama is far from over, and with the stakes this high, we'll all be watching to see what happens next.